Wow. So people really thought they was safe with the absence of USADA. With USADA leaving, people thought they could cheat and take banned substances. That's what Khalil Rountree attempted. It backfired. And now he's out of the fight with Jamal Sweet Dreams Hill. Now Carlos Alberg said he wanted to be the backup, so maybe Carlos Alberg um, could potentially step in. I'm not really sure where he's like ranked in the light heavyweight division, but that could be a good opportunity for him to take on a number three contender, former champion. To shoot to the top of the division potentially. And it might be a less dangerous fight for Hill. Because I do think this matchup with Roundtree was a very dangerous fight. To come back to. I mean, Alberg would also be dangerous because he's a powerful striker. But he doesn't really have that level of top experience like a guy like Roundtree does. But that's interesting. But Khalil's statement on the matter was, uh, I'm gutted to deliver this news to you all, but I will not be fighting at UFC 303 due to consuming a banned substance. I do not do this intentionally. I did not do this intentionally. I'm doing everything I can do to get the situation taken care of. I was using personalized, tailored supplements service for a company that I trusted who understood my limitations and what I can and cannot take. They accidentally sent a blended in supplement to me that contained banned substance called DHEA, which is prohibited at all times under the UFC anti-doping policy. Only after I consumed its ingredients was brought to my attention. Okay. I immediately contacted Senior Vice President of the Anti-Doping Compliance, Jeff Nowitzki, and UFC Vice President of Anti-Doping Compliance, Donna. I'm not going to bother trying to pronounce the last name. Receiving that information to inform them of this matter, I provided them with all the information to show that this was no matter of cheating to enhance a performance. Although DA is a non-performance enhancing, it is banned. So it is a banned substance, and I am under a temporary suspension. My sincerest apologies to you all and to Jamahal Hill for this unfortunate series of events. This is a huge loss and an even bigger lesson. Damn, tough luck for Khalil Rountree. Hopefully he's not going to be suspended for too long. Maybe he can get things sorted out and he can come back soon, but it does suck for him because he had a chance to fight a former champion, a top three guy, and if he would have won against Jamal, which is very possible, especially Hill doing a quick turnaround coming off a knockout, if he would have won that fight, there may have been a chance he could have got his dream matchup with Alex Pereira sooner than later and for the belt. Now that may have to wait. Um, but all I gotta say is, Yuri Prohaska, brother, you know what to do. You know what to do. I know you think you deserve a title shot. I know you want to fight for the belt. But let's be real. I mean, you're the number one contender. You could get it, but I'd rather see Ankalaev fight Alex Pereira. It's a fresh matchup. He's one of the very few top dudes in the division who hasn't had a chance to fight Pereira yet. He fought for the belt, but when he fought for the title, it was a draw, and he did so well. He came very close to becoming champion, and he's coming off a big knockout over Johnny Walker, so I feel like he does deserve a second chance to fight for the belt. It's a fresh style matchup for Poatan, a new challenge. Pereira already beat Yuri. Yes, I get there's a storyline of it was an early stoppage and Yuri was winning, but I would like to see Yuri at least win one more fight to officially like make himself undeniable for a title shot. Even though he's number one, even though he won on the same night as Poatan against Rakic, he arguably, yes, could be fighting for the belt next. It would be a huge, exciting rematch. I've always thought Jamahal Hill versus Khalil Rountree was the fight to make. Or sorry, no, Jamahal Hill versus Yuri Prohaska was always the fight to make. So I do think that it should be Hill versus Yuri. I don't want to say title eliminator for both guys because Hill, I don't want to see him get a title shot off one win, but whatever. Let's just say it's a title eliminator for both guys. Ankalaev gets the shot. Winner of that can fight the winner of Ankalaev Pereira. I think that's what should happen. I think Ankh should get his title shot, and I think Yuri should fight Jamahal Hill. That's like a fan's wet dream. That's the fight the fans have been wanting to see since Jamal was the champion before the injury. That was already going to be the fight. what better time than to make it now? Like, especially June 29th on the Conor card. Yuri, he did take a bit of damage against Rakic, but he won. And I'm pretty sure he recovered quickly from that fight. So I do think that he should step up, 4 weeks notice, take this fight with Jamahal Hill. All right, take that risk. Let's get it done. Fight sweet dreams. This fight would be so huge to involve in the Conor McGregor card. Imagine having Yuri Prochazka versus Jamahal Hill as a co-main event to Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler. That would just be big. So I think this is like a golden opportunity from the universe that I think Yuri should capitalize on. Or maybe Jamahal Hill might not fight at 303. Maybe they reschedule the Rountree fight, or maybe Jamahal fights someone else. Or maybe they do this fight between Hill and Yuri, but maybe just a later date. But I think 303, June 29th, Yuri Prochazka, Jamahal Hill is the fight to make. It was always the fight to make, not Rountree. I know Yuri shot down the idea of this matchup because he's working on getting a title shot. How about you work on trying to beat Jamal's ass, try to knock him out, and then fight for the belt? Then that will add more hype to a rematch with Alex Pereira. Or if Jamahal Hill can beat Yuri, he kind of proves, okay, he proves that he kind of validates his former champ status. Because when he was the champ, people called him the paper champ and Yuri the real champ. But if he knocks out Prochazka, then that kind of means if they fought for a belt, if they fought when Jamal was champ, he probably defends the belt from Yuri, making him therefore a legit champ when he was the champ. I don't know if I'm making sense there, but he would at least gain more respect now having wins over two former champs like Glover and now Yuri Prochazka. Especially if he finishes Yuri like he couldn't finish Glover. I think the fans would really start to put some respect on Jamahal Hill's name, getting that kind of win over a guy like, Yuri, and then he's the number one contender again. So we'll see how this whole thing unfolds. I do hope Jamahal Hill can get a replacement, whether it's Olberg, whether it's Yuri. But let me know what you guys think in the comments.